Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Flyway conference matchup between the Laconia Spartans and your Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem. The WLA requires good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating or taunting actions or chants will not be tolerated and grounds for removal from the site of competition. Please enjoy the game in a positive manner. Now for the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the Laconia Spartans. At libero, number 4, Haley Renz. Number 3, Taylor Davies. Number 6, Olivia Mahone. Number 7, Jada Janesco. Number 12, Katie Radovich. Number 13, Maddie Isaac. Number 15, Lexi Smith. And now the starting lineup for your WLA Vikings. At libero, number 17, Andrea Kalo. Number 8, Mary Zonther. Number 9, Kaylee Fry. Number 10, Melena Dins. Number 14, Jessica Pino. Number 15, Elena Supernan. And number 22, Sabrina Bernhardt. Our referees for tonight's game, Dwayne Rosansky, and the line judges are Lynn Evans and Ken Ricker. And Robert Wilson.
Welcome in here to Winnebago Lutheran Academy. You just heard all the pageantry of the lead-up to this Flyway Conference match between the Vikings and the Spartans. And there's a good start for the Spartans as Katie Radovich gets her first kill and the first ace of the match on the first serve of the match, and a quick 1-0 lead for the Spartans. Here's a swing for Kaylee Fry. Fry gets it over in her first kill, and a good response for the Vikings. I'm Jordan King, taking you through tonight's action. Glad to have you along on WLA TV. And Milena Dins is back to the service line for the first opportunity for the Vikings. Here's a good swing, that one from Janesko. And the Vikings on the other side get Supernan, and there's a net violation on Laconia. So good response for the Vikings, and they have a 2-1 lead early on here. Vikings 0-3 on the season. Dropping a road contest to open things at Mayville. They lost that match 3-1. Then lost in 5 sets. There's a swing and a kill on the far side. That was number 3, Taylor Davies, her first kill of the night. 5-set loss to Waupun, and then a 4-set loss just Tuesday of this week for the Vikings to Sevastopol. Here's Haley Renz back to the service line. Swing for Fry, kind of loops it over. Good job here to dig it out by Kalo, and Fry's going to give a free one to Laconia. Sets to this near side, Janesko off the block. And the Vikings able to get another point. They retake the lead. Give that one to Fry off the block. Riley Laren for Jess Pino. Vikings tonight without Geneva Hewitt. Saw her leave on Tuesday. Good swing here from Janesko, but a good job from the Vikings. This is once again off the block for Fry. Set that far side. Davies with a good swing, and that's the second kill for Taylor Davies. Second kill and 3 points. And Davies will now get an opportunity to serve for the Spartans. Which she does. It's a good one. Good job by Supernan to give the Vikings an opportunity. This is somehow gathered back over, and Laconia is going to be rewarded for the hustle. That was a terrific job on the defensive side of things. I think that was Janesko, perhaps, able to keep that one alive, and the Spartans retake the lead. Davies once again, this time into the net. First service error for the Spartans to go along with their one service ace. Siri Kuski, Peyton Chemnitz, and this strong rotation for the Vikings will come in, and Kuski will head back to the service line. Good serve there, and Renz couldn't control it. And the Vikings retake the lead. First ace of the night for the Vikings, and the first for Kuski. Second opportunity for Kuski. This one much better pass from Renz. Ends up with Janesko, who's able to tip it, and no. Looked like she might find a sliver of court on the near side. She wasn't. So it's a 6-4 lead for the Vikes, and Kuski will continue. Talking to Coach Recker yesterday about Tuesday's match, and there wasn't a ton of great stuff that you saw happen as Chemnitz able to tip it away from the block. Tipped back over to the Viking side. Kuski able to dig it out. Supernan finds Bernhard. And a chance for the Spartans. This is not a very good pass. And once again, an error from Laconia gives a point to the Vikings. But the serving was much better for the Vikings on Tuesday. Albeit they had plenty of other things go wrong, but it just seemed like, I think Coach Recker said 6 missed serves on Tuesday. But he also said they always just seem to come in, difficult times. Good dig there from Supernan, gives a free one to Laconia, and taking advantage is Lexi Smith. Smith's first kill of the night. And that was hammered. Brianna Lunt into the game for Laconia. And to the match. And left-handed serve is over. Chemnitz digs out. Kuski back to Chemnitz. She'll get a swing there. Good job from the Spartans. Renz will try to get it to Ionesco, who has to loop it over the block. Bernhard, near side. Good swing, but a good dig from Laconia. Back in transition, and number 12, Radovic, Katie Radovic. Second kill of the night for her on this near left side. Spartans back within a point. Another good serve off the left hand of Lunt. Kuski, Chemnitz, far side. That one was just out. Very close. Spartans knew it right away. A couple of their players were celebrating, so looked close from here, but I'm not right down there, so you could tell as soon as it went out. Another good one from Lunt, dug out by Dins. Kuski passes to Supernand. Supernand off the block and into the referee. Good little run here for the Spartans, and they retake the lead. 4-0 run, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. Good pass from Lair. This one's loose from Kuski. Chemnitz grazed it. She did all she could to have the body control to miss that, but she bumped into the net. Another one from Lunt. Bernhard, Kuski. This was better from Kuski. Still probably not quite what she was looking for. Here's a swing from Ionesco off of Riley Lair, and that'll be another one for Ionesco. Just her first kill tonight, but she's had several good swings. And the Spartans going on a nice run here. They now lead by 3. Bernhard sets to Supernand off the block. Nice job to dive out there from Lunt and keep it alive. Kuski, Bernhard, and Supernand with another swing, this time on the far side. That's blocked down by Chemnitz, tipped over by Smith. Set back up to Chemnitz. Chemnitz with another swing. This one's deep. 4-point lead, and the Spartans are cooking. All the momentum with them early in this first set. We'll see what the Vikings can do. Dins passes to Kuski. Kuski looks far side. Chemnitz looped that one over. Maybe a little bit of a mishit for Peyton Chemnitz, but it worked out to her advantage, getting her first kill of the night. Vikes back within 3. Supernand to the service line. She had a couple of service errors on Tuesday. Not a great pass from Renz, but it got to its target, which I suppose is what we're trying to do out here, aren't you? Renz a little bit better pass that time. Set up to this near side, goes off the block. Smith sets it over. Ionesco gets a good swing. Dins loops it up for Supernand. Once again, a good set from Smith. Near side. Hammered home by Radovic, her third kill. Smith's passing at the net has been terrific. She has set up her teammates with great success, and that's another thing you'll hear a lot of volleyball coaches say. You go as your setters go, and so far so good for Lexi Smith. This one very difficult to keep in. I don't know if you can pin that one on Smith. That was a great swing from Melina Dins. She won't get credit for it, but definitely put the Spartans out of sync. Andrea Kalo back for the Vikings, and solid serve from her. There's a little bit of off-tempo from Maddie Isaac. And she has her first kill of the night. Restores a 4-point lead for Laconia. Smith now to serve. Good pass from Supernand to Kuski. Kuski looks for Pino. A little bit too close to the net, perhaps, and Pino not able to convert. Jess Pino is one of the players who will certainly see more increased playing time now that, you know, for whatever duration that is that a net violation? It is. I was saying for whatever duration that Geneva Hewitt misses, Jess Pino will have an elevated role for the Vikings. Fry and Zunker back in for WLA, who trail by 4. And Mary Zunker will serve it. Back set from Smith, and a very nice job there. I didn't see it, but they're going to say Fry was into the net. Normally you get a pretty defined reaction if a player bumps into the net. Fry was pretty elated that she had just won a point for her team. This one from Fry is into the net, into the block, sorry. And WLA is going to be forced to take a timeout. Good start for the Spartans. They lead by 6. More after this on WLA TV. Coming out of this timeout, 16-10 lead for the Spartans. These two hooked it up, as they usually do, or at least recently, on the hardwood here at WLA. Gave us a great basketball game on WLA TV. It was the night that the Vikings clinched the conference title. Laconia into the net that time, so give a point to the Vikings. They're back within 5. But that was a treat to watch that basketball game back in January or February of this year. I can't remember exactly when that was, but it was a great game between these two schools. That's a great swing from Kaylee Fry, and she's got another kill. That's her 3rd. Got the team lead so far here in this first set. Started out brightly for the Vikings. And the Vikes are back within 4. Dins again from the service line. Ace, second ace for the Vikes. First for Dins, and credit the first point of the night to Milena Dins as well. Dins, a freshman, plenty of high-level volleyball experience from what Coach Recker was saying. Fry able to get a block there. Good hustle there from Zunker. Fry, now the swing from Supernant. Dug out well, that's Radovic, who will, no, that's, pardon me, that's Ionesco who got the swing. Another chance for Supernant. Once again, into the net was Laconia. Taylor Davies is who they, no, 13. They're going to say Isaac was the one that was into the net. And the Vikes on a nice little run here. They were down 6 going into that timeout, now down just 2. Oh, that one almost crept over. It was mishit by Dins. And if that would have hit the tape and crawled over, it would have been an ace. Certainly. Good dig there from Kalo. Passed on the set from Zunker to Supernand. Renz looks to the far side. Davies into the net. And the Vikings staying within shouting distance. Suppose 2's closer than shouting distance. Here's Riley Lair. Another good serve from her. She only got to serve once last time because Laconia played it so well. Lair not able to pass it that time, so service will go back to Laconia. A couple of good serves from Lair that the Vikings haven't been able to capitalize on. Here's Davies. That one's deep. Yep. Another service error for the Spartans. I have them down for 2 tonight. a couple for the Vikings as well. But if the Vikings can just serve it inbounds, that's part of what, you know, Siri Kuski, we talked about how she went on, the Vikings went on 7-0, 6-0, 5-0 runs when she was serving against Waupun last Friday. Part of it was the Vikings Kuski just got it in play. Vikings won't win a point here during Kuski's serve on this one, as Chemnitz was into the net. So it remains a 3-point Spartan lead. Kuski has to pass this one to Chemnitz. Chemnitz up, left-handed swing for Supernan. And tipped over the block there. That's going to be a tough one for Supernan to deal with. She has to hit it twice. And another point for Laconia, who's within 5 of closing out this first set. Be a good start for the Spartans. It already is, but be nice to put one into that set win column. Here's Chemnitz on the far side. Wren's able to pass it up. There's a good set, and the swing is in from Ionesco. Her second. A couple of players on that Viking bench were fairly adamant that was out. But Coach Recker looks like he's joking with the official over there, so perhaps misseen by several of the players on the bench. That's off the block and stays in. Peyton Chemnitz, along with Sabrina Bernhard. But I think that was pretty clearly off of Chemnitz and down. Supernan back to serve for the Vikes. This is a good one, right at Wren's. Wren's passes it up. Good set from Smith. Chemnitz looks to Dins. Dins not able to get that one over the tape. And Laconia doing just enough to, as the Vikings gain a little bit of momentum, doing just enough to snatch it right back. And that's a good serve and an ace from Mahone. Olivia Mahone, second ace of the night as well for the Spartans. They lead by 5 once again. Back with more of the first set on WLA TV right after this. You always feel bad talking between points during volleyball matches. Everyone's so quiet. I feel like I'm annoying people up here. They just want their peace and quiet. Well, we're at a sporting event. Maybe people want to hear the action. That's a good swing from Dins. And the emotion from Milena Dins trying to keep this first set alive for the Vikings. That gets it back within 5. Kalo to serve. Great crowd tonight, though. And with the 4 spectators that the Flyway Conference allows, I think that's... Here's Chemnitz with the block. Could be a free one, tipped over by Smith. Chance here on this near side from Pino. Not a great pass. Can Renz deal with it? She will. She'll get it back in play. That's a heck of a job there by the Spartans. Chemnitz trying to put it away. Anyways, it's deep. That's a really nice job collectively from 3 or 4 Spartans there to keep that one alive, and they're rewarded with the point. First set point here. But very nice crowd. Into the net goes the serve from Smith. Another service error for Laconia. Zunker and Fry back in. And Zunker will have to rattle off 5 straight points to keep the Vikings alive in the first set. Good serve from Zunker. At least got to give yourself a chance. That's a really nice job and a good kill from Radovic, who saw the block set up, tapped it around it, and wins the first set for the Spartans. 25-19 is the score, and the Spartans have a one-set lead. Second set on the way. You can watch it right here on your home for WLA Sports. This is Viking Volleyball on WLA TV. Stay with us. First set win for Laconia. 25-19 was the score in that first set. Second set should be led off by Milena Dins from the service line. We can see if the Vikings can even things up with a second set win. Statistical leaders, at least via the what I have for stats, and we've gone over that the last couple of games. One for Siri Kuski, she had one of the aces. The other ace came from Milena Dins. She has 2 kills, 2 for Peyton Kemnitz and 3 for Kaylee Fry. Radovic, Katie Radovic is who I have for the Spartans as the team leader in kills with 4. Taylor Davies with a couple, Ionesco with a couple, Smith with 1, Isaac with 1, Mahone. Pretty balanced for the Spartans and just an all-around quality team. I say that was not a great pass to start. I think that was maybe Radovic, who we just got done talking about, and the Vikings take a 1-0 lead. Most of the passing has been very good so far from Laconia. Hasn't been terrible for the Vikings. That's a good dig from Wren. Ends up with Davies. This one's deep, though. She misses trying to go cross-court, made it around the block, but did not keep it in. Here's Dins. This one's deep, and will be the first service error of this set for the Vikings. But Dins notches a couple of points before that happens. And Renz will serve. Haley Renz, passed from Kalo, set up from Zunker to Fry, and Kaylee Fry's got her 4th kill of the night. Megan Doyle in for the Vikings, along with Sabrina Bernhard, who replaced the libero Kalo. Here's Doyle. Renz passes forward. Smith looks to the near side. That's a good swing and another kill for UNESCO. That's her third. Davies, better serve this time. Passed from Zunker back to Supernand, and Elena Supernand has, at least by my stats, her first kill of the night. Took a while here in this second set. Kuski-Chemnitz duo into for the Vikings, and Kuski will serve. Leading by 2. Good serve from Siri Kuski. That was not dealt with the best from the Spartans. There's the second point responsible for Siri Kuski. Kuski will go again. Better pass from Renz this time. Near side. And once again, Renz, Smith, UNESCO, kill. Fourth of the night for UNESCO. She'll take a seat as Brianna Lunt comes in to serve. 2-point lead for the Vikings. Laconia won the first set 25-19. Here's Lunt, good serve. Doyle, that pass is a little loose. Kuski's going to be able to bat it over and save it for the Vikings. Here's Lunt, passes middle. And that is Mahone's second kill of the night. Good swing for Olivia Mahone. And a good bump set there from Brianna Lunt as well, who continues to serve. This one dug out by Dins, passed from Doyle, back row swing from Chemnitz that was. Better pass this time from Dins. Kuski not able to set it up though. Renz gets it up. Smith able to pressure the Vikings enough to make a mistake, and we're tied up here in the second set at 5. Dins, not great passing from the Vikings once again. And 3 straight points for the Spartans. Gives them their first lead here in the second set. Good serve from Lunt, sorry. And Dins loose with the pass. Lunt once again. This is a really good serve. Good pass though from Dins gives Bernhard a chance. Lunt. Smith tipped over by Radovic. Ends up with Bernhard once again. Renz. Smith. Middle set this time. Mahone, good swing off the block of Chemnitz. Chemnitz blocks again, and that'll get a point for the Vikings. Good persistent play there from Peyton Chemnitz at the net. And she turned back several Spartans en route to getting the Vikings back within 1. Good serve and another ace. This one's for Elena Supernand, her first of the night, the 4th team ace for the Vikings. And compare that to the couple of service errors they have, and that's a little more along the lines of what Coach Recker's looking for. Renz can't handle that one, and it's back-to-back aces for Supernand. Vikings lead once again. Remember a quote from that call that I had earlier in the, no, we just had the scoreboard go out. Should be tied up at 8. But from that basketball game, it was Renz and Supernand going back and forth at it. And we're back. 8-8 should be the score. Hopefully they don't have to ask me. I've had officials ask me what the call was before. I was a little closer to the court then, though. I don't think they're going to shout up here and ask me what the... It's never a great feeling when, and this is what referees have to face, but whatever decision you make, you're going to anger one side. There you go. They got it right. 8-8. Didn't have to ask me. Doyle passes up to Kuski. Kuski middle set to Chemnitz, off the block and out. So the Vikings will regain the lead. Kalo will replace Bernhard. Pino will replace Doyle. And Kalo will take her place at the service line. Here is Kalo. That's a good serve. A little loose from Renz on the pass, but the Spartans are able to get it over. Good set from Kuski, finds Dins. That's a great dig from Haley Renz. Somehow the Vikes able to keep it alive here, and they get it, just will it across the net. But a good swing this time and a kill. That's 13 Maddie Isaac, and she's got 2 on the night. Ties things up here at 9. B. Smith. Good serve. Good pass from Supernand. Ends up with Jess Pino. And Pino was falling away a little bit and couldn't get good contact or good enough contact to get that one over the net. Laconia once again in this back and forth second set with the lead. Smith. Kalo better pass that time. And the only option, though, for Siri Kuski to set to is back to Kalo in the back. And that is tipped off the block of Jess Pino. Good swing. Couldn't see who that was. Is that Radovich again? Might have been. Good pass from Kalo. Far side Pino. Off the set of Kuski. Good dig by Renz. Pass from Smith to Isaac. And a free one coming for the Vikings. Chemnitz. Kuski. Chemnitz. Deep. Oh no! They're going to give it to the Vikings as the Spartans were into the net. So it's a pretty substantial call. A 2-point swing. Would have been 12-9. Now instead it's 11-10. Here's Zunker. Good pass from Lunt. At the net. Into the net is Davies. And the Vikes are tied once again with the Spartans. Zunker. Ooh, deep. Not sure Brianna Lunt was too convinced that was certainly going deep, but she made the right decision, letting it fly and sail out of bounds. 12-11 lead for the Spartans. Good serve from Radovich. Dins looks far side. That's Supernand. And across the line this time, under the net and across. I think they were going to say that's Davies again. She's had trouble with that tonight. She's shaking her head. Maybe doesn't agree with it. Dins into the net. And the Vikings struggling a little bit more in this set with the service error. They've had 3 service aces in this set already, but several errors as well. Kalo. That's a tough one to deal with for Zunker. That's into the net. And another point for Laconia. Vikings got to tighten things up, sharpen it up here in terms of the serve-receive passing. This is better from Supernand. Bump set from Zunker and hammered home from Elena Supernand. Supernand's got 4 kills here in this set after being held without one in the first set. So good response here in the second frame. And the Vikings back within a point. Doyle, this is a really good serve. Good pass from the Spartans, ends up on this near side and off the block out. Radovich restores the 2-point lead for Laconia. First Spartan with 5 or more kills tonight that was Ionesco, who is the first Spartan with 5 or more kills. That one from Davies into the net. And the Vikings just hanging around. That's what the Vikes were able to do in the first set until right around this time, actually. And then the Spartans able to open up a 4, 5, 6-point advantage. This one is in. Ace for Kuski. That's terrific. 6th ace for the Vikings as a team. Third for Kuski. Very nice serve. Renz passes, Smith gets it up. Ionesco, sorry. Getting those two mixed up all of a sudden. That's a really good swing there from Ionesco. Smart to go off speed over the block and get it to drop right in the center of that Vikings side of the floor. Here's Lunt. She went on quite a run earlier in this second set. That is blocked back down. Mahone sent that one back. Lunt once again with the left-handed serve. Back row swing for Doyle. And the Vikes not able to stop that one. I think that was 15 Smith able to get that one across the net. And Lunt going on a little bit of a run once again. Brianna Lunt. Dins passes loose. Timeout for the Vikings. They now trail by 4 here in this second set. Be a crucial one for the Vikings to come back and win if they can. You're watching on WLA TV. So the Spartans lead by 4, trying to take a 2-0 advantage over the Vikings. And that's in. Ace. Vikes just watched it. No one yelled in, no one yelled out, and Lunt has herself an ace because of it. No communication out of the timeout for the Vikings. And they trail by 5. This one's short, dealt with by Kuski. Chemnitz has to push it over. Good job by Davies for the Spartans and finished by Mahone. My goodness. 5-0 run for the Spartans. It was 16-15. And it is now 21-15. Back set from Kuski to Supernand, who goes off the block and down. Her 5th kill of the set and of the night. Vikings down 5. Supernand will try to follow it up with a nice stretch here at the service line. Good set from Smith. Mahone hammers it down. Supernand trying to avoid teammates, and Dins can't get that one over. Couple shakes of the head from Dins. She's not pleased with herself from that one. Dug up by Dins. Supernam back row swinging. Doyle, ooh, Kuski almost into the net, but somehow she stayed out. Good swing from Dins again, but this one's deep. Seven-point lead for the Spartans, and Mahone trying to finish this thing off with a couple of points at the service line. Kuski looks far side. Dins with the swing. Kept alive by Davies. Free one coming for the Vikes. Supernan. Kuski. Chemnitz. Good swing. Finishes it. Peyton Chemnitz has 4 kills. Vikings still, though, trail by 6. It'll be Kalo who goes back into the match. She's the libero for the Vikings. Also into the game, Jess Pino. Kalo able to put this one in, as the Vikings will have to do very consistently here. And Kuski was underneath and across the line. Chance to end this second set. Set point for Smith. Back set to Chemnitz from Kuski. Dug out by Renz. Smith sets it near side. Good swing from Radovich, but good job for the Vikings to pass out of it. This one's deep, no tip, and the Spartans have somewhat run away with this second set. 25-17. They end that second set on a 9-2 run, and that is how you build yourself a lead. They lead at 2 sets to none. You're watching WLA Girls Varsity Volleyball on WLA TV. Stay with us. Well, it's the third set of action and a good start for the Vikings as that serve from Radovich goes into the net. And Dins will start the serving for the Vikes. Good serve from Milena Dins. Back set ends up with Davies. Good dig from Dins. Pass from Zunker. Far side tipped over Supernan. Renz will try to set up her teammate here. That's Ionesco. And there's no one there. Din's able to pass it back to the center, but there was no one waiting for it for the Vikings. And as high as that pass went, someone's got to be able to get a hand on it. May not end up with the prettiest of finishes, but got to keep that one alive. Here's Renz from the service line, ends up with Supernan, gets it over the court. Renz, that was a little bit loose of a pass, and it's going to end up with a point for the Vikings. Renz, a terrific basketball player for the Spartans. Probably just excited that she doesn't have to be hounded and followed around by Kiera Shea in volleyball like she did for basketball. Renz still had a terrific game in that conference game earlier this season. Tipped on that one, and the Spartans have tied it up here in this third set, which could be the final set of the night should the Vikings not be able to pull it out. This is deep, and a point for the Vikings as Davies not able to get that one to fall in. There's a little bit of struggles from the service line for Davies tonight, but she's hit a couple of good ones as well. Bigger problem is the referees have said she's bumped into the net numerous times. This one from Kuski almost trickles over, but does not, and ties it back up for the Spartans. And Brianna Lunt has had no issues from the service line. Loose pass from the Vikings again, and the Vikings got to clean it up here, and they got to do it in a hurry. And this may not be the player on the opposite side that you want to see at the service line. Lunt's been terrific. This is deep from Chemnitz, 2-point lead for the Spartans. I want to let you know that tomorrow evening at about 7 o'clock we will have the skit night, not live streamed. We're going to record it tomorrow afternoon, right after school tomorrow, but they are homecoming festivities for the Vikings, and with volleyball going on, it seems like you know, you can pass it off as being a homecoming week. There's Mahon's 5th kill of the night. But we'll have a skit night tomorrow, or a skit afternoon, and we'll share it with you at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening right here on WLA TV. So hope you'll be waiting on that one. If you hit subscribe and turn on that bell notification, you'll be notified when that goes up, and you can be one of the first to watch who's crowned king and queen and all that fun stuff. Now, got to stay off Twitter. It's like primetime drama, because we'll know who the king and queen are hours beforehand, but you got to stay off that social media if you want to be surprised by it. That was an unbelievable job by Renz to keep that alive for Laconia, and the Spartans have somehow willed it over the line. Here's Renz after Supernand once again had an opportunity. That was probably going out. Lair didn't know. She looked back and was assured by her teammate Geneva Hewitt that that was going to stay in, and it was a good job. So, but this is a 6-0 run for the Spartans once again. Had one of these runs in each set, and now they lead by 5. Back with more on WLA TV right after this. All right, well, we're approaching the dire straits for the Vikings. This is how, not the third set, that one's into the net from Lunt, and there's about the first Miscue from her from the service line tonight. Just a miss hit is what it was. Supernan will serve for the Vikings. It's a good one. Dug up by Davies. Smith tries to set up Lunt. Backline swing. Chance for Supernan to get it back over for the Vikings. Here's Smith. Sets near side. Big swing. Not finished. Still alive for the Spartans. Free ball over to Chemnitz. Chemnitz tips it across. Renz will try to set it up to this near side. Bump set. And it's into the net from Radovic. Couple of points for the Vikings out of the timeout. They're down 3. Oh, that trickles over the net. And we have a cheering section that's broken out in front of us. Third ace of the night for Supernan. And some students are actually standing up. Imagine that. Ooh, that one hit the tape from Supernan. When you're good, you're good. She's got the serve going good right now. Can the Vikings capitalize on it? There's another point. Another kill for Peyton Chemnitz. She's got 5 now. Vikes back within a point. This is the response you'd like out of a timeout. Vikings on a 4-0 run. Supernan deep. Got to take some of that with the good. And there's been plenty of good from Supernan so far tonight, specifically from the service line where she's got 3 aces. Mahone. Past Kuski, look far side. Tipped from Dins, and that was tough. I think the tip probably changed the flight path just a little bit, and I think it put Mahone off balance because she was leaning one way and then just kind of had to shift her body the other to try to get something on it, which she did, but just not a very good pass. Kalo serving for the Vikings. That would have been out, but Kalo instinctively put her hands up. And a point for the Spartans. They lead by 2. This is Smith from the service line. That's off the kind of screwy looking off the side of the right arm of Peyton Chemnitz. Another unforced error for the Vikings, and they trail by 3. Smith once again, indecision from the Vikings. It's been the return of the serve. That's been the issue for the Vikings so far tonight. Renz gets it up, far side, swing and kill for Taylor Davies. Her 3rd of the night, and that was hammered around the block. And had some room to spare keeping that one in. And Smith will continue to serve. After the Vikes go on a nice little run, here's a 4 or 5 nothing run for the Spartans of their own. Smith near side, good swing, another kill. That's Radovic. She's got 5. She's the 3rd Spartan with 5 or more kills tonight. Only 2 Vikings have done that, Chemnitz and Supernand. Chemnitz passes this one. Kalo Kuski can't get it over. And it's back to a 7-point lead. This is kind of how that 4th set went on Tuesday against Sevastopol. The Vikes able to drag one back. Renz from her back, able to keep it alive, and Lunt smashes it over. Dins able to finish it. Elena Dins with her 4th kill. That was an impressive play by Renz and then Lunt to keep that alive, though, from the Spartans. Couldn't tell if Renz tripped or slipped or what, but she fell over and from her back was able to set it back up and get it across the net with Lunt. Here's Mary Zunker. Good pass from Lunt. Back set from Smith. Wren's on the floor to keep it alive for the Spartans, and it's just out. The Vikings knew nothing about that one. That was not intentionally left by the Vikings. No one was there to cover it, but they were spared as that one sailed across the blue line and out of bounds. Here's a middle set. Kalo tries to dig it up, and the Vikings sprawling out but not able to collect, and they trail once again by 6. Seems like they have some momentum, but they're so far behind right now in this third set that they got to go on a pretty sizable run to get back into this thing. Kaylee Fry. Renz passes near side. Smith off the block. And Laconia going to have to give a free one to the Vikings. Dins bump set to the near side. Swing from Pino. Dug up by Laconia. Swing there and finish. Ionesco with her 7th kill unofficially. 17-10. Zunker, Kalo, back line swing. Somehow creeps over the tape there. There's another good swing from Isaac, who has to set this one up. Chance for Ionesco into the net and a point for the Vikes. Back within 6. Dins is going to have to do something special from the service line. I suppose it doesn't have to be Milena Dins as that one trickles over the tape. But someone wearing blue has to do something special here. Zunker somehow keeps that one alive. It bounced off the net, and then she was able to hit it over. Oh, that's special there from Taylor Davies. Ends up with Fry. Renz instinctively put the mitts up. Probably didn't need to. I think that was headed out of bounds, but ends up on this side with the swing from Supernant. Renz gets to it, set up by Smith, tapped over the block by Ionesco. Supernan, another dig from Renz. This swing is deep though, and the Vikes get another point. There have been a couple of awesome rallies tonight, and in part because of the digging ability of players like Taylor Davies and Haley Renz from Laconia. This one looks deep, but it's in. It looked like it was going to loop deep, but Lena Supernan got it to fall in the corner of the court, and the Vikings are back within 4. Said it had to be something special. Hasn't been all Dins, but she's been a big part of it. Good serve there. Ionesco able to pass it up. She's going to get it back off of the set. One-handed bump from Zunker. Tipped over by Fry. Gathered there from the Spartans. There's Davies into the block. Chance here from Smith, who tries to set it over the Viking defense. This one does not get down in time from Supernan, as it was a little bit angled too far towards the right. Five-point lead for the Spartans. Renz back to serve. Good serve from Renz. Good defense, and the Vikes much better that time offensively. Able to get into transition a little bit and get the kill. Here's Riley Lair. This one's into the net. Not what the Vikes needed. Davies, good serve. Pass from Dins to Zunker, tapped over by Supernan. And no one jumping at the net. So Smith said, I'll just take care of that myself. And she finishes it for the Spartans. 4th kill for Lexi Smith. And Smith has had a terrific night. Passing as well as the setter for the Spartans. Davies with another ace for the Spartans. 7-point lead. 4 points away from a win are the Spartans here in the Flyway Conference. And we'll finish up this third set right after this. You're watching on WLA TV. So Davies will continue to serve. Passed from Dins. Far side Supernan deep on this one. And the Spartans are 3 points away from sealing a sweep here tonight. Vikings got to go on an 11, at least an 11-2 run. Here's Kaylee Fry, and there you go. Maybe that's the start. 5th kill of the night for Fry. Kuski and Chemnitz into the ball game. Good serve from Kuski. This one's loose from Renz, but Davies able to get it over after some good hustle from Smith. Tipped over from Supernan. Smith once again this near side. That was Ionesco who will finish it once again for the Spartans. Team leader in kills tonight with 8. Probably more than that, but that's what I got her for. And it would be fitting if this rotation ended it for Laconia, because it has been as good as any that the Spartans have put out there tonight. And talking about when Brianna Lunt is serving. This one's punched over from Mahone. Bernhardt's going to get a swing. Chance here on a free one for Chemnitz. It's out, and it's match point. And it's a 10-0 run required for the Vikings now. Brianna Lunt able to finish this thing off, and the Vikings will drop their 4th match of the season to Flyway Conference rival Laconia. The sets this evening, 25-19, 25-17, 25-15. The Vikings not hitting 20 in any of their sets tonight, and dropping to 0-4, 0-3 in conference play as well on this spring alternate season. So I want to thank you for joining us this evening. I had 4 different Vikings with at least 5 kills. Chemnitz, Supernan, Dins, and Fry. All unofficial there. Very unofficial. I want to thank you for joining us this evening. As I said, tomorrow, 7 o'clock is when you can be looking for the Homecoming Skit Night video to appear on the channel of WLA TV. Short way to find it your way there is WLAVikings.org/WLA TV. And hope you enjoy that. Hope you enjoyed tonight. I want to thank you for joining us right here on your home for Viking sports. You've been watching WLA Girls Varsity Viking Volleyball on WLA TV. Spartans win it with a sweep tonight.